moves around a lot, so he's usually at the top of diamond, I think. All right, guys, let's hop into the final game of today's ICYFAR. It was stay level-headed. The players are only allowed to use ground units to fight other ground units and air units that fight other air units. Of course, these are usually just ladder games, so usually it's just one player playing the challenge. Occasionally, we do get two players, two friends, or people both from Twitch chat match up, both play the challenge at the same time, as I'm going to be doing with Eon Blue right after the show. But yeah, for now, we're going to hop into Game 3 of this one. Get your replays in for next week. The challenge for next week, if you are just tuning in, is we're airborne. We're meant to be surrounded. You are only allowed to attack by dropping. Every single unit you attack with has to be dropped. If you're Protoss, you're also allowed to warp in as long as you warp into your opponent's base. So that means, you know, actually within a screen of their base, not halfway across the map. That doesn't count as warping in inside their base. But anyway, guys, let's focus on this last game now with the level-headed challenge. Down here in the bottom right-hand side, the Protoss player, it is Empyrean. Got some nice, nice kind of like fang decal next to the Nexus. I feel like that's like the Primal Zerg or something, but whatever. Maybe these Protoss like dinosaurs. Up here in the top left, the blue Terran player, it is Pulo. Pluto, after being downgraded from a planet, apparently also lost a couple of letters in the name. Pulo, that's just such a weird name. I don't know why. It's very odd. Pulo here is going to be going for a super fast command center. Ooh, okay. I didn't see the league on this one, but this is an interesting build order from Pulo. Double barracks into command center. All right. He's going to do okay. I'm just going to start pumping out those Marines in decent numbers, but we've already got another probe coming across the map. Double probe harass maybe from Empyrean. And looks like, yeah, got the double gas up at home. Only mining from one gas so far. Looks like Empyrean maybe just gonna... Okay, gonna send that probe home. I thought there was some really cool shit that was gonna happen with double probe harass or like a pylon rush. But it looks like Empyrean's gonna try and get out of there. The Marine comes out, does shut down that probe. No, the probe just barely escapes. Good job, Pulo. Good job, buddy. A couple of Space Marines here. They're big-ass Gauss rifles. How about a Nidus in your opponent's base? Does a Nidus count as dropping? Oof. Eon Blue, we're gonna need an admin ruling on that one. I don't know. You know, usually I let people bend the rules a certain amount for the challenges for ICYFAR, as long as the game is really fun. I don't know if a Nidus counts as a drop. I would assume not, but I think I'll leave that one up to Eon Blue. So Eon Blue in chat, we've got a question. Give us your referee ruling. Do you think you'll accept a regular Nidus worm, or only if it's like a really friggin' badass special Nidus worm, or none at all? Let us know in chat. He says, yeah, I don't agree with that. So he's not cool with it. Remember, guys, you know, Eon Blue, he likes his rules. He's a little bit German, so you know, he can't abide a lack of efficiency. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful running things by him. He says, yeah, if it's an especially awesome Nidus, like you do something really cool with it, then yeah, but otherwise he's not going to do it. And as Viral says, unless that Nidus falls out of the sky with units in it, yeah, you probably can't use that one. All right, guys, here we have Pulo with 6 Marines out. He's got Stim on the way. He's got a factory down, engineering bay, single adept going to come over. She wants to play Frisbee with a couple of these little Marines. Look how much bigger she is than these guys. Oh, man. Yeah, she's... Okay, she didn't want to play Frisbee. She's like, I'll one-on-one you. I'll 1v2 you. I'm not going to 1v6 you. Marines, of course, sticking together in a pack. Here we've got Observers out. We've got Charge already on the way for Empyrean. I think Empyrean's the one playing the challenge, since Marines aren't allowed if you are playing as Terran in this. Of course, it was all about Vikings, Hellions, and tanks, as we saw in the first game. And, oh, this guy. Aren't we going to miss this guy when he's gone? Let's look at that little ball just rotate. Isn't he so adorable? Looks so harmless. And yet he makes pylons turn into giant laser beams of death. Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit of a shithead, isn't he? Mothership Core. I actually love the details, since I've got my new 2PC streaming setup, and I can just stare at all the details that show up, which used to not. You can just like look around at all little cool things on the map. This crystal's all shiny and shit. It's got like veins moving through it. Observers actually look like observers. Chunks of bodies fly everywhere. It's nice. It's nice being able to turn the graphics up. Bit of hate towards the Mothership Core in chat there. Easy there, guys. Easy there. All right, here we go. Observer's going to come in, have a bit of a perv on the base. Observers, unfortunately, never able to take part. Turns around just in time. Turret doesn't manage to take it out. Observer's going to have a look around. Observer's never able to take part in the fun. Always just destined to watch. They're like that kid who's passionate to learn. Oh! Ow. And... and the master just tells them to watch for 7 years from the middle of the enemy battlefield, where they often just get sniped and killed down. Scanned and sniped down. We got DTs on the wing. Mothership Core's chilling out. I think... Are we going to see Charge Blink again? Charge Blink is actually so cool. Did you guys see the finals of GSL? You know, it's been almost a week, so I think I'm allowed spoilers at this point. Oh my god, the game where SOS tried it. Damn, that was sick. Except for the part where it got wrecked. Honestly, though, yeah, Blink DTs are actually kind of amazing. They do so much damage output, though. It's like people complain sometimes about StarCraft 2 being high damage and, you know, just like a little bit too sudden with like fights ending and being too drastic one way or the other. Then you look at Blink DT plus Charge Lot, and you realize like no composition in all of StarCraft either crushes or gets crushed as hard as that composition. It's like you either obliterate the entire Terran force in about 3 seconds, or you kill like 6 Marines and everything of yours just disappears, and it seems like the biggest fail of all time. It's so hit or miss. And indeed it is going to be Blink. All right, we got Double Forge on the way as well. Oh yeah, all right, this is gonna be like macro Charge Lot DT, guys. This is cool. This isn't just gonna be some 2-base all in. Okay, the Observer there just watching. He's radioing home right now. He's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of rednecks coming your way. These guys are all like, yeah, we don't want these Protoss here. This is our land. You know, we want to harvest these big ass crystals. They're just gonna come out. They're getting their fucking... They've got their flaming torches ready and stuff. They think they're really badass. They're like, yeah, we've got guns. Sure. Our commander forgot to give us shields. He couldn't really squeeze it in the budget. That's okay. We're going to bring freedom to the Protoss. Yeah, freedom. Seems like a good idea. Like, this attack's going to go really well, guys. Just really, really well. Let's watch. Okay, he's got... Actually, there is air support. Got a bit of freedom raining down from above. And now, let's see the Zealots and DTs fucking destroy him. All right. Oh, a bit of disorganization for the Protoss. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe this is a reenactment of one of the... Oh my god, this is totally... Yeah, this is like the Gulf War or something. It's like, oh my god, what are you guys doing? It's running around in circles getting freedom rained on them. But it looks like Pulo here gonna... Oh, Zealots and DTs finally gonna go forward. Blink isn't quite done. The Zealots just gonna man mode their way through though, just dicing them all. Marines and Marauders, a few of them do manage to evacuate. This single Liberator still doing pretty well, simply because Imperion is not able to build units that shoot up unless they're flying units. And since Imperion completely skipped on gateways, now has nothing until this energy finishes on this Mothership Core. Needs to overcharge. Finally gets the overcharge down. The Liberator does go down, but this drop being a giant pain in the ass. These Zealots and DTs struggling hard. Here we go. Zealots and DTs finally going to jump on top of that. But the medevacs simply pick up and float to another base. Imperion sticking hard to the challenge. Probably should have thought ahead and built a Stargate to make this composition work. Probes starting to go down. The DT's slicing and dicing up the front though. Terran's just starting to rally into their death, but at the same time, the entire probe line of Imperion gets torn apart. Pulo ripping it up right now. Gonna pick up and drop back in the main base again as well. 1-1 still isn't finished here for our Protoss play. Protoss play is going to pull home more and more Terran, just rallying across the map a few units at a time. Finally, the Zealot's going to jump on top of this. Looks like these last couple of bio units do go down. That's the end of that drop. But hey, up here at the third, more bio rallying in. I feel like Imperion was so far ahead and like well set up to crush this push. They're just like, oh, it's a Liberator. And it's just totally choked now. Simply because of that single Liberator with absolutely nothing that shot up. So many more probes do go down, but finally, all that bio gets overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, Imperion holds on to 3 bases, is still alive, but what do we got? More units just rallying in, 1 or 2 at a time? Pulo just set the rally points to the other side of the map or something. Finally resets the rally points for home. Still no shields for these Marines. Their commander does not give a fuck. And Planetary Fortress on the third. Alright, so Pulo's actually in a pretty good position. If we check out the upgrades, 1-1. That entire time for the bio units. These medevacs just kind of hovering over that base for fun. But 1-1 is about to finish. So if Empyrean starts that 2-2, Empyrean will be able to get ahead in those upgrades pretty quickly. We'll have to see how that goes. Oh my god, 8 DTs. Immortal with 4 kills. How many kills have the DTs got? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that webcam so you guys can see the kills here. We got 0, 4, 5, 4, 2, 0, 4. Alright, there's no crazy DT kills just yet. We're gonna have to wait a little while before we get up to a crazy amount of kills. Observer here. He's the replacement pervert, just having a watch. Oh, look at those suits of armor. Just checking it out. Having a look at everything that's going on. Still no combat shields here. No 2-2 started either. Pretty decent Bioforce for Pulo, but it's going to run out of steam if this 2-2 manages to finish. Empyrean with the massive ground-pounding army. Immortals, Charge-Lots, and Blink DTs. Has a 4th on the way as well. Ooh, that Observer does go down there. Pulo doing a good job of sniping Observers and not doing too bad. Cyclones on the way. Cyclones. Okay. Cyclones against Zealots. Not the most powerful. They do okay at shooting down Immortals, but they also get killed by Immortals incredibly fast. Armory is on the way, so looks like +2 weapons will be able to start in just a little bit. We're going to have to see how this one goes. Empyrean gets a Warp Prism out. Or as I like to call it, the Douche Prism. Because it usually rocks up somewhere you're not expecting it to. Somewhere a little bit private and tends to rinse out whatever's been going on in there. The Douche Prism really, I mean, especially when it's filled with Douche Templar, that's where you get a real deep cleanse going. That's where things get real hygienic, you know. Oh, but it looks like this Douche Templar is well prepared for. Viking gonna start sniping that down. Is there a missile turret? There is, but oh, it's a little bit too far south. Warp Prism flies in. Is the Viking being microed by Pulo? It looks like it has. It's not gonna turn around and just fly back as they sometimes do, the Warp Prism. Oh, it's on a mission. Takes another shot. It can only survive a few more shots. Oh, there's a missile turret down there. It's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And actually, a Warp Prism can outrun a Viking. Oh my god, the Douche Prism survives. It survives. If it keeps running, it will actually get out of here. The Viking turns around, gives up the chase, and that's going to be that. Here we go, guys. Here comes the big push. Mass Bio Cyclone coming in. Charge-Lot DT. Immortal going to jump on top of it. The blink forward from the DTs. Oh, there we go. Scan from Pulo. Nice stutter step. Actually kills one of his own Marines at the back there, but there's just too many. Zealots 2-2 is done. And his Bioforce is getting ravaged. I'd love to see another blink here. Come on, give us that blink. Give us that. Oh, man, the blink cooldown is so long on DTs. Come on, give us that blink. The drop in the main, I think, just got shot down by cannons. Here we go. Blink is off cooldown. Come on, DTs. Go, 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 go. I want to see them just blink on top of that shit. Oh, come on, Empyrean. You know you want to do it for me. Do it for Biggie. Do it for Biggie. Man, Empyrean's crushing it. Ground pound and army here. Looking good. Looking good. Liberators would be pretty amazing right now. Can you imagine if the Terran just built like 6 libs and Empyrean's like, oh, all I can build that shoots up is cannons. Still doesn't have a single Stargate. Cannons and overcharge, like the only answer for Liberators right now. And it looks like there's going to be a fusion core and +1 ship weapons going down. So it looks like Pulo's thinking about Liberators, but hasn't actually started building any just yet. So going to be a while away before range libs enter the field. Of course, guys, there is going to be a 24-hour stream this weekend, so there's a little bit of downtime in this game. Let's pimp that out a little bit. Can we get an exclamation mark 24 in chat? I'm gonna type that myself. 24-hour stream starts this Saturday morning my time. So for you guys, that is Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, the normal stream starting time, 11 p.m. Central European time, Friday night. And that's going to be going through for 24 hours. So a few hours after the stream starts, I know it's terrible for EU, but it is a good time for the American viewers and the Australians. It's going to be a good time for a sub/viewer tournament to celebrate getting to 350 subs. So sign up for that, guys. On the day, there won't be sign-ups open until the actual day of the stream, and we'll see exactly how it goes. And it should be awesome. Oh shit, man. Oh, no! No! Oh my god, it survives. This Viking. Oh my god. Guys, do you see this? Do you see this? Underneath. We can't quite rotate the camera, but what we're missing right now is the bluest balls you have ever seen. This Viking got so close to finishing over here. Got so close to finishing over here. but in both scenarios was left just a little bit tight in the nethers, a little bit frustrated, and so he's just stuck out here, and he's thrown back into the friend zone. That's what we're calling this area of this map. This is the friend zone. Oh man, that's sad story. Empyrean gonna come back in from the left. The Prisms giving a bit of a tease this game so far. There's no blue balls Viking on this side, and there's actually a nice space there as well. So we're gonna see we've got 4 Zealots warping in on the left. Empyrean here still with this huge ground pounding army, but oh my god, there's BCs on the way. Oh my god. Okay, so Pulo skipping combat shields. This is such like a defense. This is like so the military spending. Like, it's like, you know what? You're a grunt. You don't need armor. Yeah, we don't need combat shields. We are going to invest in a new giant battle cruiser that can single shot other giant capital ships out of the sky with its Yamato gun, though. You know, yeah. Seems like a good way to spend the money before getting shields for your bloody infantry. Okay. All right, fair enough. Here we go. Oh my god, he's going for the blue balls again, but this time I think he stayed too long. And oh, the scan. Okay, those Cyclones, they knew how to finish the job. And it looks like, oh my god, instant replay, guys. Relief has been found. Here, finally. Cheeky Warp Prism comes in. Viking says, not today, mother trucker. I will fucking kill you. Finishes him. Finally. The Viking's pain, his pressure, his stress dissipates. He feels good about himself. Don't know how good he's going to feel, though, when 400 Chargelots, DTs, and Immortals crash through him. We have 4 Immortals building at a time right now. Empyrean still doesn't have Stargates, though. So literally has nothing that can shoot up. Oh, as I say it, 4 Stargates on the way. Nice. Noise. You know what, guys? I actually really like this way of casting where we have production tab, but no supply and no resources. I don't know. I just like it. I think it's really cool. Oh, did we just see another Warp Prism go in? Instant rewind again. I just saw something flying. Oh, no. Oh, he went from the friend zone. This now is the player zone over here right now. Oh, my God. This guy. Oh, he's having the party of his lifetime. This Viking is just cleaning up house. Oh, no. The Viking just says, nuh-uh. And manages to snag the second Warp Prism. All right, you know, started out slow. Was catching up now. He's proving his worth to the Terran arsenal. We've got a massive Immortals. I mean, there's no way this ground army can stand up to the Protoss ground army. But what air units is Empyrean going to build to deal with the mass battle cruiser? We've got +2 ship weapons on the way. Still no upgrades for the air units for Empyrean. Empyrean going to come forward. Oh, Medivacs in the open, but there's nothing that can shoot them. Empyrean going to try and run forward here. A couple of BCs leading the charge. They do have Yamato, which of course they can use on Immortals. Now, a little tip. You want to not shoot the Immortals first, because then it will trigger the Immortal shield, which means that will absorb it, and the Immortal will actually survive the Yamato cannon. However, if you just shoot with the Yamato immediately, and I'm pretty sure this is still the same unless it got patched, the Immortal will actually get one shot by the Yamato gun, because its shield doesn't have time to activate. It just gets one shot immediately. So let's see if that ends up happening here. Uh-oh. DTs, Chargelots, Immortals coming down along this top side. They're looking for some angling. DTs there do get scanned. Oh, no! Can we see a couple? I just remembered we have a fucking stupid oh no emote now. Immortals come in though. Okay, a few of the DTs did survive. They're still going to be able to jump forward here. The BCs, the slowest chase of all time here. BCs trying to run down Immortals. Planetary Fortresses versus Immortals. Oh my god! Look at how quickly it dies. They're not even all shooting the Planetary and it gets 3 shot. +3 Immortals doing 65 damage to armored shot. Oh man, the BC's coming back. They still haven't used their Yamato guns just yet. Pulo's losing all of the economy. Empyrean trying to mass Phoenixes right now. Phoenixes are the worst unit against BCs, but whatever. That's something you don't see every day. Immortals coming forward here. Empyrean just stutter stepping these Immortals like a boss. One of them has 13 kills. 1-5, 1-9, 1-4. But it looks like these Immortals are reaching the end of the road. Oh my god, that orbital almost gets shot down. Barely lifts in time. These Immortals can just focus down buildings so damn fast. But it looks like the BC's finally going to clean that up. At the end of that, Pulo's economy is just wrecked. No bases mining whatsoever. It's got a decent amount of SCVs, about 20, 25, but just no bases mining. Meanwhile, a huge economy up for Empyrean. Empyrean's got so many bases mining. So much money rolling in. Zealots all over the place. And it is going to be mass Phoenix. So we're going to see Phoenix with no attack upgrades. Luckily for Imperion, the BCs also don't have armor upgrades. So it's going to be 3 armor versus, what, 5 damage a shot? Yeah, so each time the Phoenix does its double shot, it's going to do a total of 4 damage to the battle cruisers. It'll be 6 damage if this +1 upgrade can finish. This is going to be a really, really slow takedown on these BCs. Luckily, though, there's only 5. The economy of Pulo is so shreked. Pulo can't really afford any more right now. DT is going to come in. Takes out the missile turret just in time. Ooh, has he got a scan to spare? I'm not sure if he does right now. He's only really got the one command center that's an orbital there, and it's lifted right now. So these DTs starting to work on these depots. Of course, in the future, guys, if you're a super powerful ninja-type alien, you want to use a scythe to fight. For, you know, apparently that's an effective weapon, except it's really not. Gonna come in here, gonna scythe down this this missile turret. The DT starts to take the SCVs. Zealots coming in as well. BCs finally do drop a scan, take that out. And we're just awaiting the 400 Phoenix jumping in and trying to take this fight right now. More and more Phoenix on the way right now. All right, this game's pretty much over at this point. This game just got really stupid. Noise. Noise. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this game was over a little while ago, but I think Pulo is going to try and finish it with 1 push, and I don't think it's going to work at all. And the Phoenix is... How many Phoenix we got? We're 25? 24 Phoenix against 5 BCs. I can't imagine the BCs do well versus that. Even with their attack upgrades as good as they are, yeah. I mean, +1 finishes here on the Phoenix. Zealots come in, hit the 3rd. DT runs into the natural. Imperion here stays level-headed in the thick of it. Doesn't get tilted by the single Liberator, which he couldn't counter in the early game. And Immortal Phoenix is going to run forward here. This is it, guys. No. Oh, Imperion, a little bit afraid. Doesn't want to throw this game. Going to wait for some Zealots to warp in. Knows he needs to overwhelm the Marines so the Phoenix can focus on the BCs. And here we go. Phoenixes are going to jump forwards. They're all clicking on that single BC. Look at how slowly its hit points are going down. Yamato's landing. About 5 Phoenix do fall. But there's still about 18 of them left. And it looks like these battle cruisers ever so slowly taking damage, but they are so vastly outnumbered. And Imperion here with the flashy counter. Phoenixes to take down battle cruisers. GG, oh, well played. Not something you see every day, Phoenixes versus BCs, but finished with style. Imperion did well. GG, well played. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So guys, turns out you should probably prepare for Liberators, but hey, apparently Charge.DT with good upgrades. Pretty good. Still, no combat shields that entire game, by the way, guys. Just wanted to clarify that one. Those Marines were not loved. They were not loved at all. GG is well played, guys. Make sure you send in your replays for next week's challenge. Right here. Right here. Only allowed to drop units. We're airborne. We're meant to be surrounded. Good shit. Good shit. Send in your replays. I'll cast them next week, and that should be nice. Big thanks. Once again, did you just nut for the sub before? Of course, little did he realize that it's going to be talking about the Viking with that